What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 22nd day of September, and here we are sitting at 11.25 cents, man. A lot of volume came in, a lot of volume indeed, and we're down 16% on the day. The average altcoin, you guys, since the 18th of this month is down about 15% or has seen a 15% move down. They're not down 15% now. You're down, we're down. Let's see, from a high to a low, we're down like 21% overall, 19% now. A little bit more extreme than the average altcoin, but that's okay. You know, typically in moments like this, I would say that we're at a rather make it or break it kind of instance here in Cookie DAO. Looking at it right now, you have a lot of volume coming in, but you haven't really gone anywhere. You're still at this point here. If we don't persist lower, if we just hold this area here, or we see a slightly lower low, but we're not really persisting down and volume dies off, that's actually a good thing. And that might signal that what we're seeing here is a bit of a fake out to the downside, and then we just rip back up to the upside here. I really do believe that, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, that this might be a good buy the dip opportunity for Cookie DAO. Now, if it's not, if we are to go lower, which 6 days, 9 hours left in this week here, I'm very surprised that we're starting off the week this way, but the whole market takes a dump. Low cap altcoins get hit the hardest, and Cookie DAO is certainly a low cap altcoin. We look at Cookie here, $69 million. It's a pretty low market cap as far as this crypto market is concerned. So I truly wouldn't be surprised in the least if we did see a little bit more correcting going on, and that's fine if it does. But we also are in fake out territory, so keep your wits about you. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. What I mean by fake out territory is just because we take out this low does not mean that we have to go to the golden ratio. Does not mean that we have to go down here. We very well could take out that low barely and then rip from there. Fake outs, that there's a reason why they have that name, fake out, because it'll psych you out, it'll fake you out. It's fake price direction, and starting off the week with this kind of bold movement with no wick at all to the upside makes me think that we do want to go up higher. We're actually set up in a very good posturing right now for a double bottom if we hold here. I want to look at the short-term stuff, but again, before we get to that, if we are to go lower, the lowest I'd expect us to go to would be about 8.32 cents. I doubt that we go below there. I certainly doubt that we go below this low here, but something below 10 cents would certainly be on the menu, let's just say. So like 8 cents to 10 cents. We're at 11.2 cents now. Being that we've dropped from 13.5 cents, I don't think that amount of dropping is too intense from here. But it could certainly make you panic if you're on the edge of your seat. You're thinking, do I sell now? Should I sell? I bought here. I thought I was going to go up higher. Should I sell now that it's down 17%? Probably not. Don't sell low, right? You bought the relative high. Don't sell the relative low, right? It's okay, right? We've all been there. We'll all be there again. The worst thing to do is to buy the high and sell the low. If you just buy the high, the low's momentary. You're going to come back up. It's still a good price. All the targets that we have will inevitably happen. This is undoubtedly a very massive phase of consolidation in what is a greater move up overall. Undoubtedly, I believe we will see new all-time highs, and I very much believe in Cookie DAO making a dramatic comeback from here. But again, first, we might drop a little bit more. Let's look at the short-term stuff, see what the directional heading is. You know, if Bitcoin continues to drop, that would definitely be bearish for the overall markets. But that doesn't mean that Cookie has to drop down below 10 cents. Let's just see. 1 hour, because that fake out really could be a thing here. 1 hour time frame. Very nice support down at this area, and you just didn't get the reaction, the follow through afterwards, right? So that does, if anything, make me think that we do go below this low, but time will tell. Let's see. Picking up a little bit of volume here, right? Since then, we just kind of died off in volume. Volume is picking up here as we're moving down. 1 hour time frame. Looking at the RSI, it does look bearish at the moment. Stochastics look bearish as well, and the MACD looks bearish. I do think we're going lower. Yeah. And again, lower doesn't mean that we're going all the way down to 10 cents or lower. It just means lower than this low, we might see a fake out, okay? We are pretty oversold in the 1 hour time frame. We might get set up with some bullish divergence. You get that fake out, bounce right at like 10.7 cents, 11 cents itself, 10.4 cents, whatever it is, and then we bounce from there. Definitely be prepared for a bounce. It could happen at any single moment right now. The 4 hour time frame as far as the RSI is concerned is bearish. You're in the oversold area. That's not really a good thing. Typically, whenever you get oversold here, here's your low. Your next low came in there, right? Just because you're oversold doesn't mean that you are ready to bounce and move up higher yet. Typically, you kind of move lower first, consolidate, and then you change the direction there. So the fact that we just got oversold tells me that we might have lower to go. Right? Sometimes we do, when we get oversold, we have a nice reaction, but inevitably you still went lower. Typically what you see is this kind of stuff, right? At the best, you would see something like that. But at this rate, I don't think it's wise to be hasty, right? Be patient, let this thing play out. Bitcoin just dropped. XRP and Dogecoin and the GDLC ETFs all came out this week. Let's just wait. Let's wait a week and see how it goes. I know that might sound crazy, but wait a week and see how it goes. The worst thing that's going to happen is that Cookie DAO comes back up and it's back at the prices it was at yesterday, and you're able to buy here more confident that this was just a shakeout, a fake out, a flash crash. Best case scenario, it goes lower and you can buy at lower prices. Now, if you're already holding, just hold, hodl, right? There's nothing wrong with holding. The red sucks, the pain sucks, but if you wait through it, whenever the gains come, you'll have even more conviction to hold through the pumps. That way you can actually ride this thing all the way to the top at prices that are at $1.65 and beyond, right? Here we are at 11.2 cents. I very much believe we're going to see dramatically higher prices in a short amount of time. The MACD here, rejecting the zero, looking like it wants to go lower. Stochastics are bearish. I mean, I very much would believe at this point that we take that low out. Okay, so just looking at these here, I do think that we have lower prices to go over the coming days. With that, it doesn't mean that the fake out is off the table, but if we're looking at this here, let's just see from a low here to a high there. Found support at your 1272, golden ratio down to the 1618. Next target area would be below 10 cents, 9.9 cents to 9.4 cents. We take this fib here from a low to a high, not the fake out high, 10 cents to 9.18 cents. Being that you found support at the 1272 and the golden ratio of this last fib, I'm going to guess that you find support somewhere in this area as well. So I think that 9.9 to 9.5 cents is a very appropriate target to have. Here we are at 11.2 cents. That's what I think is going to happen. How long is it going to take to get there? The sooner the better, the faster the better, but it could take this whole week. Maybe by the end of this week we're down here, and then at the end of the month we get a little bit of a rally to come back up and close the month a little bit on a bullish note, but probably not getting that end of month rally that we were looking for, unfortunately. It really does depend on Bitcoin, though. If Bitcoin can, over the next couple of days, whether it's today or tomorrow, if Bitcoin can close back above like 114.5K, if we can get above there, ideally I think closing above this daily low close would be better, which is like 115.4K. If we can do that, 115.3K, if you can close above this daily low close, there's zero doubt in my head that this was a fake out, right? But if we can close with a predominant body or a predominant wick on this candle, if we can close up higher today, that would very much make me think this is a fake out. If tomorrow progresses higher as well, then we've got that. If today we close here, but then tomorrow closes up there, same thing. It's kind of nice to see. But if we linger down to this area, if we're coming up here, we find resistance, we come back down to this area, that would make me think that we do have a little bit lower to go. And if Bitcoin has lower to go, Cookie DAO is going to go lower. If Bitcoin validates that a fake out or a flash crash is what this is, then it's very possible that Cookie DAO has seen the worst of it. Maybe it does just get slightly lower prices and then we move up. But looking at the indicators on Cookie, it makes me assume that we are going to see lower prices. The stochastics are bearish, the MACD is rejecting the zero, and the RSI looks bearish as well. So calling a spade, it looks like we want to go lower. We probably do go lower. Yes. Whenever it is time to move up higher, which should be any week now. Any week now. We thought it was here, man. We thought we were doing it here, but nope. We had a bullish week, man. We had a very bullish end to last week. We had a bullish bottom, all of it, and we just gave it all up in less than 24 hours. It's crazy. It's pretty damn crazy how quick this stuff happens. But again, I don't think this is so much a testament to Cookie being bearishness. I think this is just the shakiness of the crypto markets right now, and that's okay. Stuff like this happens. And low cap coins get hit the hardest. From a high to a low here, my expectation would be that when it is time to move higher, let's say we do go to 9.9 cents, something like this, 9.9 right there. My expectation would be that we see $1.65 or more, which promotes a 16, almost a 17x or higher, right? $1.65, $3.90, that's an overall 38x. The 1272 would be an overall 16, almost a 17x. A lot of growth between now and what I would expect would be the end of October. If not between here and then I would think certainly that we'd be I think that we'd be here by the end of October, but at these higher targets, perhaps that's reserved for the end of the year. But time will tell. Cookie DAO can move at a very fast pace when it wants to. We'll see how it goes. I don't have anything else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves and buy the dip, man. I think as far as cryptos go, if anybody's wondering, is it a good time to buy? Maybe don't blow your whole wad right here, but Cookie DAO is down 17% this week already on the day. Like that's a pretty hefty discount, especially considering the gains that we have here. I would have no problem buying here, but me personally, I am going to wait a little bit more. See if we get below 10 cents. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until we get below 10 cents to buy. If we don't get below 10 cents and the price moves back up, we're at 13.5 cents, I'll buy there. I would more confidently buy at higher prices than I'd rather buy here playing the guessing game. And it is a guessing game right now. It really is. It's always a guessing game, but it's truly a guessing game here because we don't know, is this real or is it just a moment of bearish psychosis? We'll see. Anyways, that's all I got. Farewell. Don't fret. I very much believe that the bull market is alive and well and that we've got a lot of growth to go. Moments like this are just here to scare you, and it's very common to actually get a shakeout right before you move up, right? These are some pretty bearish candles right here, right before our very bullish candles. Here, you had a nice little shakeout, right? From a high to a low that week, you dropped 38%, and then you pumped the next week. It looks like it's just a straight shot up, and we remember it that way, but there's volatility on the way there. And typically that's just what it is, right? You have a very bearish candle here. You dumped really hard right before you pumped to prices that were higher than anything else in this range. So sometimes you just got to shake out the weak hands before you get the diamond hands on board, and that's what we're looking for, right? Shaking out the weak hands, getting people with serious conviction involved, and that will allow the price to go dramatically higher. Hit the like button, subscribe, take care, bye-bye.